the name the Hemingways, people tend to think of them as a family doomed with a legacy of suicide and mental illness, depression. Well, in Mariel Hemingway's new film, Running from Crazy, she offers insight on her family's past, and she finds a way to rise above the sadness. And we're very excited to welcome her back to our show, Academy Award nominee, author, and now filmmaker, Mariel Hemingway. Hi, Mariel.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're great.
Good.
You know, we spoke to you a couple months back when you were working on this, and now it's a go. We're really excited for you. Before we jump into...
It's so exciting.
Before we jump into the clips of the film, you know, we want to talk about, obviously, your grandfather, Nobel Prize-winning author, Ernest Hemingway, and your sister as well, actress Margot. They both committed suicide, and I think this kind of attributed you making this film. Did you ever worry you were also destined to battle depression and kind of take this road?
Well, you know, I think like so many people in this country, in the world, you know, I think we all have challenging times. So I did definitely have my challenges in life. But what I've discovered on this journey is that there are many ways to get help and healing through your lifestyle choices, through many things that you do. And the reason that I made this film is so that if I tell my story and that gives somebody else the courage to tell their own story so that their healing process can begin, it's amazing. And it doesn't mean that you are necessarily suffering from depression, but if somebody in your family's committed suicide, it can be really challenging and overwhelming to deal with. So this is a journey that's really more about other people than it really is about me, because I live a very joyous and happy life, but you know, I had to find my way there, and I want other people to find their way there more quickly.
I love that she's doing this because people don't talk about it enough, you know?
And even just not being depressed, but just being upset, having things happen that you don't know quite how to deal with. I think it's good for someone to say, look, this is what I did and this is how we got there.
So, Mariel, you made this documentary. It's all about your family, like you said. Let's take a look really quickly at a clip from Running from Crazy.
You got it.
I know a lot about how people can live a better life, how they can be happy, how they can not fear stuff that I've feared my whole life. But sometimes it's such a misunderstanding of the being I really am. You know, and I get that. I often say it. I'll speak to groups of people. Yeah, I know you think you know me. You know, yeah, tall, blonde, no problems. Well, what does she have to say to me? I say that, of course. I get it. I would think the same thing. Guess what?
Gosh, how hard it must have been to get that personal, especially as a public figure, to share that with the world. And Mariel, so while you're making this movie, did you know at the time just how much inspiration you were providing to others to seek help?
You know, I've been doing a lot of speaking. I've done speaking, and I've been affiliated with the you know, the AFSP, which is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, for many years, and health and you know, mental health. But doing this, you know, I think that when you take the leap into really being courageous about your own story. I mean, the truth is, now I've told my story so much. Yeah. It's like no big deal to me. But, you know, like, everyone's like, oh my God, that's so crazy. But, you know, if you've spoken about it for 2 years, now I'm like, now I realize the benefit that it will have for other people so that they can feel like they're not alone. And that's the most important thing. Community, understanding that you're not alone. And that, you know, if we talk about it, it takes the stigma away.
Definitely. Now, Mariel, I love hearing about what you do in your everyday daily life. You say that you live well, meaning that you make healthy choices, which you credit for your healthy mental well-being. And I'm a dietitian, so I love hearing about that food, mind-body connection. So what are some things that you do?
Well, you know, I believe that how you wake up in the morning is critical to having a great day. So, you know, do you wake up in the morning and have good thoughts? Do you wake up slowly? Are you quiet? Is there stillness in your life? Do you drink good water? Do you make tea with mindfulness? My whole thing is about being mindful about your whole life. So it's really about incorporating simple things into your day-to-day, everyday life so that you can be more healthy mentally, emotionally, physically.
It is interesting, that connection, you know, and a lot of people don't think that way, that, hey, my mental well-being also has to do with my physical well-being. What about, you know, exercise? We see video here of you doing some amazing yoga poses.
Look at those arms.
How much of a connection does that have?
I definitely do. Thank you very much. I definitely do yoga. I climb with my partner Bobby Williams. I'm very outdoorsy. I believe that nature has the ability to heal us. And like you were saying, you're a dietitian. Food is critical. I mean, people put an Advil or something in their body, and 20 minutes later they don't have a headache, and they don't think food has the same effect on us. That's insane. So food is really, really important to our mental, physical, and emotional well-being as well. So it's all about finding balance so that we can create a life of health and wellness.
Well, Mariel, you were a lot of fun, as always. Thank you again for taking time out to talk with us. We're very excited because Running from Crazy premieres on the OWN network Sunday, April 27th. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks again, Mariel.
Thank you so much.